The final call of balance. The year was 2158. Earth was no longer at peace with itself. Seasons collided, snow fell in deserts, oceans swallowed cities, the sun burned hotter while crops died in cold soil. Scientists discovered the truth. Earth's balance core, an ancient natural force that kept life in harmony, was collapsing. Too much greed. Too much destruction. Too much taking without giving. If the balance wasn't restored within 40 days, the planet would tear itself apart. The solution was clear, but cruel. The balance core could only be reset manually, from a structure floating beyond Earth's atmosphere called the Axis Gate. And whoever went might never return. When the announcement was made, silence filled the room. Then one man stood. Jake Morgan. I'll go, he said quietly. That night, Jake sat beside his wife, Alara, as the house slept. When he told her, her hands began to shake.
No, please.
No, she cried, gripping his shirt. They said people don't come back. Jake held her face, tears in his own eyes. If I don't go, he whispered, there won't be an Earth for us to cry on. She wept into his chest. Their son watched from the doorway. Jake knelt and hugged him tight. Be strong for your mom, he said softly. And remember, every sunrise is a promise I tried to keep. At dawn, Jake walked away as his wife cried his name until the gates closed. The ship was called Harmony 1. As it lifted into the sky, Jake watched Earth shrink, blue, fragile, beautiful. In space, silence became his companion. Days passed, then weeks. Loneliness pressed heavier than gravity. Meteoroid storms nearly tore the ship apart. Systems failed. At one point, Jake had to spacewalk while oxygen leaked, fixing the engine with frozen hands and faith alone. He recorded messages he wasn't sure his family would ever hear. Still, he kept going. Near the Axis Gate, time bent. Figures made of light appeared, the keepers of balance. They spoke without mouths. Why should one life be traded for a world? Jake answered without hesitation. Because a world holds millions of lives, including the ones I love. They tested him. Showed him visions of fear. Of his wife moving on. Of his son forgetting his face. His knees shook. But he stood. I'll still choose them, he said. Even if they forget me. The keepers opened the gate. Balance scale, the placing of balance. At the heart of the axis floated the scale of Earth, cracked and dim. Jake stepped forward and placed the balance stone into its center. Energy surged. The system demanded a final cost. His life force. He screamed as light drained from him. Then, silence. On Earth, storms stopped. Seasons corrected. The oceans calmed. People fell to their knees as skies turned clear. Earth was balanced again. But Jake was gone. Or so they thought. Weeks later, a weak signal reached Earth. A rescue ship found Harmony 1 drifting. Inside was Jake, unconscious, but alive.
He's unconscious. Taking him back to Earth.
Spared him. When he opened his eyes,
awake.
the first
so
thing he
scared.
saw was Alara crying over
I'm
him.
okay now.
I love you.
You came back, she sobbed. Jake smiled faintly. I told Earth. I wasn't finished loving you yet. Years later, Jake walks with his family under a peaceful sky. The world breathes normally again. And beneath the planet's core, the balance glows steadily. Not because of machines, but because one man chose love over fear. And Earth remembered.